It's one of the young, up-and-coming stars of the game in Dylan Emery, 21 years of age, who qualified for the tour by Dink. He's a respecter of reputation, backs his own game. As Mark Allen slots in a good opening red, and winning has become a habit for him, Joe.
Yeah, and that's what winning. And nicely around
6.
the two cushions for the black.
Four, get plenty of ranking points, which of course is vital in terms of getting an early foundation. In looking, you're going a long way to doing that.
Yeah, and you're top-notch players.
It's when you're losing those first rounds. Have secured that many wins so early on the tour is extremely encouraging for Emery, but Northern Ireland Open for the second time, retain the title. And a bit of a timeout there while Olivia Martial placed the pink behind the pack. No.
Yes, as you say, the man of the...
Another match that went to the wire.
45.
And as you say, our final at the Barbican in York. But this is a very...
Yeah, he could have gone into the pack of reds
51.
there, but chose not, so goes to the corner. And maybe a colour.
59.
So... Yeah, good start this from it.
He's been a prolific campaign, more than anyone else. He's much more settled away from the table. We know that he's had issues in
80.
table in terms of form and lack of consistency, but he's in a very to play your best stuff, and he's been doing it all season, really.
Yeah, and it's lost a lot of weight. That's got to help him.
A year ago.
95.
Now, what a start this is. This is the sort of standard you're going to have to produce.
103.
Missed an easy one, let Allen in.
Allen potted.
103.
Everything from there has been absolutely spot on.
117.
Big break. Neil Robertson and Lepe Fan, who made 3 tons on the spin. Mark Allen hit in a red brilliantly. Cleared the table with 135. His 30th century of the season. The prospect of playing the man of the season. Looking forward to it. But he's had a close-up, so it could be a UK final replay. Julian Leclerc by 5 frames to 2. A total of 78 players contested that event from 26 countries, which is further evident back in the early years as Allen again thumps in a red.
Perfectly on the blue.
He can reach this ball, which he wouldn't have been able to do previously.
Quite so easily.
The ultimate goal from here, and I'm sure he's already thinking about 50. It. Was best part of 14 years ago.
He's only 36, so still got plenty.
About his opponent to Michael ahead of this match. An interview you may have been following just now on Discovery Plus. He has you, the underdog, and he's certainly doing that at the moment. Potting his 46 ball in 46 attempts with that black.
So, once again, we come to... And if pink goes to that right corner, it could prove...
He's losing to a very strong finish to the match again. But that disappointment, if anything, just made Allen more determined, more...
Oh, there goes the black. Nicely, Alan. Hasn't had a shot at a ball yet. A couple of times.
A little knowing nod of the head there, as if to say, yeah, this is just too good. There's nothing I can do about this. It's nothing that I've done wrong, really. It's a massive lead he's got in the one-year list.
77.
His victory at the Barbican in York was his 8th ranking title in all.
Thank you, Mark.
He's now closing in on
Possible.
100.
Mark Joyce's 137, the highest of the week. Pre-qualifying as well. Which is what Michael White made
116.
in the... So the evening this has been. This is him and is just potting everything, literally.
128.
135. His standards this season, 135 and 141 total clearances. Dylan Emery has not really done anything wrong. He's not really taken part in this match yet.
It was a good long pot, but not this time. Now, he's going to have a chance at a pot here.
He slot this in. He can. So, he's broken his... Welsh under-21 champion 3 years ago, and then the Welsh amateur champion
Dylan Emery 8.
last year. And of course,
and to make matters worse, it was awkward cueing with the spider. Now he's got the line. If it's hard enough.
for them so far.
This looks okay. This looks good.
Alan may feel as though he's got something to prove in this tournament. It's been relatively slim pickings for him. Ireland Opens now. And the Scottish Open against his good mate Sean Murphy back in 2018. Only Judd Trump with 4.
To land up to the red. That's on the black cushion. The middle pocket. And I think he just about caught a little bit of the...
Martin Gould has pulled the frame back, by the way, on table 2 again. Oh, missed that one by quite a margin. Hang on. Well, maybe.
That was tough.
Particularly when you've had so few shots. Looking to get in behind the green to inflict a bit more pain. Aside from working on his physical fitness, Mark Allen has also been working on them. I think O'Sullivan and Allen actually had a bit of a chat after O'Sullivan comfortably beat Mark Allen in the second round of last season's World Championship on his way to that from Dunn. It's just a question of whether Emery can get involved, and he's knocked that double in nicely. along with those 6 first.
9.
To have been the other side of it and saved this red. Could be the one that he plays for next.
15.
And nicely on it.
I think you can already tell temperament is everything in this game, isn't it? Particularly at the top level. All of these guys can make centuries for fun. But what separates the...
It looks almost impossible to get through that gap.
Well, that's something else you've got. Yeah, slightly hampered, wasn't he there, Mark Allen, which made the pot that little bit trickier.
He's pushed the red over the pocket. He needs a bit of luck.
No mistake this time from Allen.
This looks good. This looks excellent.
6.
Great.
$50. 23. 31. 39.
No, thinking a few shots ahead.
47.
I think he's playing the snooker, actually.
Winning the UK Championship from 6-1 down against Ding.
Oh, it's a free ball.
Well, this is the sand and cement treatment here from Mark Allen, isn't it? Goodness me. Mark Sell.
Foul.
Caught the ground first, and he's released the red.
Mark Allen 4.
And it looks like he's left. Well, he's played a couple of ruthless safeties at the back end of this frame. Mark Allen did. Probably 100 to 1 chance of that happening. Kind of sums up his evening, but you can't take in this frame, but also mixing that with some really shrewd match play with that combination of the big breaks and some really unforgiving safety, which helped to clinch the third frame and put himself very tough.
Yes, and is he going to get away? Well, yeah, don't blame him. Now needs a good kiss, and he got one.
1.
But he knows what he's got to do.
8.
Just a little. Needs to keep running. That's a very good recovery.
Thank you.
If he's hard enough. Nicely
7.
played.
I've been with his temperament, the way in which he's just playing his own game, backing himself. He hasn't had much opportunity to show what he can do, having to win a decider from 3-0 up. So you just never know.
33. 47.
Up and down. Played it well.
Taken these extremely well so far.
Break this. He's developed them.
61.
Could do with another.
69.
Seen some. Thawed the place out.
Lots of respect this evening. He is dangerous.
Focusing on the next frame. Obviously, this one has long gone. Getting himself into a mental bubble where his focus, his concentration is absolute, even when his opponent is...
Oh, what a shame.
Dylan Emery, 90.
Run of his own, just falling shy of what would have been his 7th century of this debut season of his. 98 to keep his hopes alive. 3-1.
It cost him the first frame. He missed the second time round. Unfortunately for Dylan, he's missed that one.
Well, Mark Allen.
Good at billiards as well, apparently.
Played it with safety in mind. And that so that could be very costly.
Seven. $15.
The winning line in matches time and time again he's made. He seems to have narrowed that gap between his A and B games, which the great players...
Maybe even some of the top players.
27.
And he's always in against Ding Junhui. 6-1 down.
34.
Comeback is well and truly complete, by the way, on 10. Such an attractive player to watch when he's playing well, very attacking in this frame.
This is a good attempt. Terrific attempt.
No joy on this occasion, so just a safety, but a very handy lead at 59.
Mark Allen, 55.
Would have liked to look.
That red coming down the table. Because the red that he went for there into the oh, very close, missing it.
And just confirmation that Martin Gould has come from 2-0 down to beat Gary Wilson by 4 frames to 2.
Leaving the red on. That's closest to the black if he misses this. Now, where's it going to finish? I think. To the yellow pocket. Something like that.
Oh, but what a pot. That's how to get yourself out of a bit of a hole. Knock in an absolute cracker like that. Well, that kind of encapsulates Mark Allen's season, doesn't it? He's scarcely been able to do anything wrong, and what a way to it. So another very eye-catching performance this from Mark. Out the 4th.
12.
Are tipping for big things. The European under-21 champion, Mark Allen, has just been too good, and he's been too good for most. Former Scottish Open champion, looking to add impressive display. Keeps the dice spinning. What a